Okay, I gotta admit, that movie was better than I thought it would be. I agree. That movie was pretty good in my opinion. I mean, there were some CGI visuals and special effects that didn't hold up very well, but otherwise, it was good. Yeah, but at least this movie had an amazing cast. I agree. Especially from Christopher Lambert as Raiden, Lyndon Ashby as Johnny Cage, Bridget Wilson as Sonya Blade, Talisa Soto as Kitana, Robin Shou as Liu Kang, and especially Cary Kitagawa as Shang Tsung. And Ed Boon did the voice of Scorpion, although he did not play him in person. Yeah, him too. And let's not forget that Frank Welker did the voice of Reptile, and Kevin Michael Richardson did the voice of Goro. Speaking of Goro, I think the CGI to create him looks very amazing. Goro was not created by CGI. He was created by puppetry. My mistake. I kinda want to know how they were able to make the puppetry of Goro look so real. It was really impressive, I will agree. Also, when it comes to Sub-Zero and Scorpion, the real story about them is that Scorpion thought that Sub-Zero killed his family and clan due to Quan Chi framing him, which makes Sub-Zero and Scorpion enemies. But for some reason in this movie, they're partners. Yeah, they're basically just turning Scorpion into a side character, instead of a character who wants revenge. And the weirdest part about Scorpion is that the chains that he has on his hands, it has a mouth, and it sounds like a snake. Another thing about Scorpion's chains that I found pretty questionable is that the chains came out of his hands, literally. Something wrong with that? No, I just mostly thought that the chains were a part of his costume. And because Sub-Zero and Scorpion are basically side characters, they got easily killed off. I didn't really like that. Even Reptile barely had a purpose to this movie. He was just there. Yeah, they just brought Reptile into this movie just to fight Liu Kang, only to end up dying. One thing I will say, though, is that Liu Kang is one of my favorite Mortal Kombat characters. Really? And why is that? Because I have heard that he has the ability to turn himself into a dragon. Of course he can. One thing that I found a little bit weird was that Raiden for some reason has a deep voice and barely sounds like Richard Epcar's performance. And he does have a little bit of a sense of humor in him, which is kind of weird because I don't think that fits for the character, to be honest. And he barely wears his hat, and he barely does anything either. In my personal opinion, Shang Tsung is probably the best part of this movie. Now that I'll agree on. Cary Kitagawa's performance made Shang Tsung my favorite Mortal Kombat villain of all time. Also, one thing I do want to mention is that, just like from Scorpion's Revenge, there are some missing characters from this movie. Give us some examples of who is missing. Let's see. Kung Lao, Cyrax, Sector, Baraka, Shiva, Smoke, Jade, Ermac, Quan Chi, Kintaro, Scarlet, Nightwolf, Fujin, Striker, Cabal, and Shinnok. And I also think that Shao Kahn is missing from this movie too. Actually, he wasn't. He appeared at the end of the movie, which sets up a sequel. Oh, I totally forgot about that part. I'm looking forward to Annihilation. We'll see about that. And what about Melina? She was missing too. I told you, she doesn't have to be in the movie quite yet because she is a clone of Kitana created by Shang Tsung, so she might appear in the second film. But Shang Tsung did die after his final fight with Liu Kang, so I don't think Melina will show up in the second film. Yeah, good point. Anyways, I think that'll be it for the review. I'm gonna rate this movie a 7.5 out of 10. And now, let's find out what we're gonna review next. The next movie we'll be reviewing is Mortal Kombat from 2021. What? We reviewed a Mortal Kombat movie today, and now we're doing another one? Sheesh. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like. But if you like this channel, please subscribe. See you next time.